lovelies, welcome. Hello everyone, you're here early. You've even put my punctuality when I used to work, I used to be an hour early. I'm not even kidding you. Good morning to some of you, good afternoon to those of you that's in the UK with me, and good evening to those of you that are in the future. Hi everyone. Okay, so if you're new to this, I do spend a little bit of time saying hello to everyone. It's just what happens. So who have we got? We got Kat, Lozzie, Shannon, Kenny, Lou, Tammy, Jennifer. Who else we got? I'm just trying to go up. Christiane. Anyone else I've missed? Hello. Shannon. Good morning everyone, bless your hearts, because it is morning for a lot of you. Hi Amanda, hi Suzanne and Robin, hello and welcome. Okay, so you know what's going to happen today. Hi Lozzie, hi Lisa, you know what's happening here today. We're going jungle. Hey Kenny, hi Mum. We're going jungle theme. We have got our lovely fella here who needs a name. You can't have an animal without a name. Hi Charlotte. So we chose this on our last stream. I'm not decided against polys or prismas yet. Half of me wants to do one, half of me wants to do the other. Overall I'm being tugged towards the Polychromos, so I think we might use them. Hi Pat. That's okay, lurk away. Pickle, how are you? I hope you're okay. I hope you're feeling better. Hello everyone. Gosh, there's so many amazing faces. Okay, so I was a bit of a you know what I'm like. So I ordered myself a second copy that came on Sunday because I wanted to play around with some colours, and I wasn't sure if this is not a finished picture, I was just having a play. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do him with like a pinky face or if I wanted to do him with brown fur. In the end, I thought we're going to go along those lines. That's the kind of person that I am. I have to just practice. Then I realised I actually could have scanned it, but hey ho, I've got another book like I do with Kerby's. I've got 2 of all of his books, so I've got to play around one where I can just, you know, manage a bit of play around with colour, and then we come to our normal one. I also wanted to sort of play around with if I wanted this to be a black sphinx amongst all the Egyptian colours, or if I wanted this to be stone amongst a brown monkey, or brown monkey with like sandstone. Not quite decided. I was sort of sitting there thinking, not sure, we'll go with the flow. What I did sit and realise is that I actually was tugging towards the Polychromo colours more than I was towards the Prisma colours, just because I like how I can layer up with polys without any wax bloom. And I just thought the more I layered with the wax on here, the more I was thinking, okay, we'll go with the polys. That's just, you know, yeah, I'm extra. I am extra. That's the way to put it. Hi Gabby. Hi Kirsty. Helly. you know how it goes, guys. You've been with me long enough now to know what craziness I do. Hello. Hi Becky. Hi everyone. Okay, so Heart is going with the polys, so I think I'll stick with Polychromos because I actually really like, I've got my swatch book here. How are you, by the way? How are you all? Hope you're okay. Okay, so I was looking at my I'm going to bring you down just because it's nice and easy. Okay, so I did these swatches a very long time ago, and I really like these browns. I like my burnt sienna. Don't get me wrong, I love my prismas. Prismas are just prismas. They never can go wrong. But I really do love my polys as well, and I haven't used my polys properly for a very long time. So I also liked these red tones, the Caput Mortems that you could put in, and we can always do one of those faces where they have like a pinky face. Oh, it's fine. The roofer was here today. I think it's all finished. He also changed the wooden beams. It went right through. It went literally through all the felt, all the tiles, right through to the thing, to the loft, or the attic as you call it, most of you. But crisis is averted. We have our roof is intact. So Lozzie, no, It didn't take that long. Oh my gosh. Hello everyone. Hi Mama Tor. Oh, I love your name. So also, you've heard me say time and time again, I love these colours like May green, earth green, yellowish. I've got a really bad throat today, sorry. And then when I was looking at the sand colours, you know, we can have like a sandy colour. You've got ivories and stuff which can also nicely blend in, but there is some really nice ochre tones in here. We could go even like, we could bring a prisma in or two. There's no rules, there's no set in stone rules, because these are the prismas and they do have similar, but as you can tell, they're more texture because they're waxy, whereas these are a bit more smooth, and I just really want to do the Polychromos. So that is the plan, although I do like my Prisma colour selection, so we might drop on one here and there. Hi Sue. yeah, it didn't take that long. It didn't, I promise. Okay, so we got our monkey. I absolutely love his face. Let's bring you sort of there. That should be close enough. Okay, so I'm going to get a little colour selection. So whilst I'm doing that, you can get your drinks and what have you. I haven't actually picked my colours out because I was just playing around yesterday. But I do like the idea of having a pinky face. If you have any buffering or sound issues, remember, sound issues, just shout it out at me. If there's any buffering, it's my internet. It's just really bad at the moment. But we could work with it. There's no problems in that. Hiya, Melody. Oh, do you know, I honestly, thanks for being here. I know you're not well, and feel better and get some good nutrients as well. Bless you. Okay, let's get some dark. We need a little bit of the black in there for just like some things. I've got brown ochre. We need a nice, we're going to do the face. So we get our flesh tones. Remember, these have changed name in your current set, so just go by the number. The number's not changed. Oh, Ali, that's so lovely. What's their name? I love little new babies. I'm an animal lover, so anything like that, just love it. Okay. They have these like pinky faces, don't they? Like peachy pinky faces with a little bit of fuzz. I love the fuzz. Do you know, I'm just going to get some browns out and we'll play around with it. Because that's what we do over here. I'm not a professional. I am just someone that loves to do this. Hi, Barbara. Yes, I think they're important. I think you need them. I do think you need them. Okay, let's go to our browns at the back. Let's get out our browns. And what was that red colour that I got out? I think it was Venetian, wasn't it? Or is it Caput Mortem? Okay, so let's just get our brown cards and then we'll play around. Yeah, I think they're absolutely vital for me, especially with the channel, because then I can give you a little, you know, scoop of what we're going to use. And I just think they're so important. I always do it. It's not necessary, but I do think it's a vital part if you want to pick colours out. I would advise it. Hiya, Mary. She's blue because she has blue eyes. Snow. Ah, name's Blue. And she's Siamese. I love Siamese cats. I love Siamese. I love Sphinx. I just love animals. Any animal. As you know, I used to have a menagerie, as people called it. I've now just got the dog, whereas I used to have the dog, the dragon, the hedgehog, the budgies, and I miss it so much. Hi, Vivian. I think, where's the Caput? I need to find Caput. I think half my things are missing. It looks like they are. I'll find it. I used to have so many animals, and I loved them all dearly, but I must admit, Chip gets more of the attention. Well, he always got attention anyway, but he gets more attention than ever because there is no competition. Okay, let's get all our... So this can be on the screens for you guys. This bit takes a bit of time. I'm just trying to find Kappa. If not, I'm just going to have to call it out. That's burnt carmine. It should be around here, shouldn't it? If not, I shall call out. Hold on. As I said, this bit takes a little bit of time. Oh well, okay. I'll find it if I have to. Okay, let's go for his little face first. And let's go for our... They usually have a little bit, like all this part here is hair. So there is a bit of hair in there, but they do have this like really flesh tone face, these monkeys, the ones that I've seen pictures of. Hi, Suze. Hi, everyone coming on in. If I've missed you, sorry, I was just grabbing a load of pencil swatch card thingies. Hi, Amanda. Your cobra's lovely. I did watch parts back this morning, in between doing bits and cooking, and you're doing the cobra training here, and it's stunning. She's doing it over live streams if you want to go check Amanda out. So she's doing the king cobra train, this one, and the cobra looks so realistic. Okay, let's go for some flesh tones first. Let's just put in where we've got our nice light colours. So they have this light flesh. We're just putting in very light base at the moment. I build up after. I'm just going to put in where I want my flesh colour. They have this pinky tone to their face as well, and then they have slight areas that have this fuzz. It's the only way I can describe it. So I'm just mapping out where I want my colours to go. So this is going to be that nice undertone of the flesh, and they have it on the bottom here as well. So just go all over to start with. If we have to swap over to Prismas, we will do. I'm quite happy to convert anyway, but to be quite honest, there is a lot of layering in this, so it shall be one of those pictures. Aww. Yes, OBS can be temperamental, can't it? But yeah, he's lovely. Okay, so let's put a overall, and on his little hands here, so we know where we're going to put our tone. So let's go for, here we go. So we know what we're doing. And on the toes, let's come down to the toes and put the flesh there. So we know where all the flesh will go. So it's just, you're mapping out your first initial stage because we've got to cover it. Okay, let's come in now with some medium flesh. And medium flesh is 131. Hi, Azili. Remember, these have changed slightly with these names, not the number. So look at the number and not so much the name. Remember, if there's anything for me, pop it in big caps, otherwise I might miss. But if I do miss, it's not intentional. Just put it in again and I shall see it. Okay, so I'm just going to put some of this medium flesh in, and if you are following along, I am not going to go really quick. I'm going to go slowly. So I really am just going to do it at my own pace and own time. There's not too much on a page with this, and once you get going with all that stonework, it's going to be quite, we're going to put a few colours in there. Some areas might stand out more than others, etc. But as well, if you are doing this with polys along with me, just remember at first they might come out where they're not as, they don't lay down on initial first go like a Prisma would, because Prismas are much more soft, so they let down a lot more colour. These are a bit harder, so you might have to just work at them a few times with a few layers, but you'll get there. But I really like this guy. Have you all got ready for your Harry Potter colour-a-thon weekend? I chose, and we're going to be doing the, I don't know if you saw the description of the streams, but we're going to be doing the, have you seen this wizard poster with Sirius? And we're at Hogwarts. And I said, we got to do the posters so we can hand all the posters out to everyone at Hogwarts so Harry can find his uncle. And I saw that and I was like, actually, I really enjoy, I love that poster. So we're going to do that at the weekend. And I think I might throw some Distress Inks, Prismas on that, and yeah, just have fun with it. Yeah, it's fixed today. It's fixed today. Thank you for asking. The roofers came. No more storm damage. Oh my gosh. I mean, come on. That was just freak. It was a freak incident on Saturday. Okay, so they've got these like pink tones. They have these little... Let me just look at the thing. Hold on. Oh, Kenny, did you buy the Fabiana ones? I'm doing it from the cinematic gallery. Hold on, let me look at their faces. Okay, so their nose is like more flesh. They've got more of a pink around here. And the rest is quite flesh toned. And we might have to put a bit of ochre in that as well to tone it down. Just having a look at his nose. So they've got a bit more pink here. So we know where we're going. So they've got all this area that seems to be quite pink. And then goes more fleshy with the yellow. Hi, Unicorn. That's okay. Hi, Nana. It was a freak thing. I mean, you can say you've been to a stream now that had the whole house shook. And when we watched it back just to see, we didn't realise how loud it was until, you know, when it happened in my pencil, I thought, oh, but when we watched it back and you turn it up really loud, you realise actually everything shook. Take care, Amanda. Thanks for joining. Go enjoy your dinner. Because you're an hour ahead. Of course you are. I've cooked my dinner, so it's ready. We cooked chili con carne today. So we've got Mexican style. And that can be for later. Okay, so we've got that flesh tone. Now I need like a slight yellowed tone. So I need an ochre of some kind. I don't know if to go for brown ochre. Maybe. Let's go for raw umber. We'll go for some raw umber. So just lightly into that. Oh, nice, Kenny. I'm still on the fence. Do I want to get the cinema? They've got this slight yellowed tone now. Do I want to buy the whole set or the teacher's pack? Because I've actually got Harry and Ron and Hermione. So I've got 3 of them, and I was wondering whether it would be better to just buy the teacher's pack for myself or buy the whole pack. I'm not quite sure yet. Okay, so I'm putting in some of this raw umber. Remember with these pencils, if you are not used to them, they are a oil based, so take a bit more time. So I've got quite a yellow. We're going to go over the flesh, so I'm going very lightly with my application of this. Oh, nice, Lou. Yeah, I fancied it today, and I said to Andrew this morning, I'm going to stick one on so it's all done for after the stream. And then on, where are we now? What are we today? Tuesday. Hopefully by the end of the week. Oh no, maybe it'll be next week. Next week. I don't know if you saw, but Colouring Heaven are doing this A1 sized poster. Let's put some of that more in here. And it's the British Isles one, and it's got all these animals. Literally the entire thing is animals in small little tiny things. And like tiny little illustrations all packed together in the British Isles. And I really, really liked it. So that should arrive by next week. The New Dragon special should be arriving by then. And then the Lulu Mayo's A Million Mermaids should be here by then. So with that, diamond paintings and a couple of other books, I should have enough to do a haul for the past few months. Because as you know, I'm saving for the wedding now. So I will get, you know, here and there and accumulate stuff up at each stage. And then I'll do a nice big... Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did them today. And I thought, how fun to do the diamonds on the ring finger. So I should do a haul. And I'm really looking forward. If you're from the UK, I am having problems in ordering from Bocus. and it's to get the new Hannah Carlson book. So I'm just going to wait till August, because when I go to order it says 300, and because I'm obviously me and mum, I was looking to get us both one, and it says £325, not SEK. And I was like, hold on, it's Swedish krona, it's not that. So I couldn't order it. Hey Leah, how are you, my love? Okay, so we've got a nice yellow undercoat. So it looks a bit funny at the moment, but that's fine. Because now we're going to come back in with our light flesh. And we're going to go over that raw umber and blend that out. And we've got to do some more fluff, but we'll do that after. See, this is just supposed to be an undertone of like a yellowed colour, which is in their faces, weirdly. So I'm just going to go over the top of all of that and just blend that out a little bit. Yeah. Nana. Oh my gosh. And it's so exciting because now we've decided, and I've contacted the venue just to say that, you know, by the end of the month we should be able to secure it, etc. They've sent us like invitations for stuff now, so you know, like you get a virtual pianist player to see if you'd like him at your wedding and that type of thing. So now I'm starting to get all the invitations for their events, and it's like, one of those people. So yeah, I was quite excited about that. So by the end of the month I should be able to tell you that yes, we've secured a place, and I can tell you the date, but not yet. We have to wait. But I'm so excited. Every time I get an email from them now, I'm like, oh. Okay, so we're going to go over all of the top. You see, by layering up, it will start to come to life. We've got some more layers to put in. I'm not going heavy, but we're going to mix our colours up a bit. And then these darker patches are around certain areas, and you can kind of indicate where Kerby's put them. Shannon, the mic is yours. Go for it. Sing us away. Okay, so we're going to put some more of that. Right. With their face, they have also some darker patches coming around here. So I'm going to pick up just a slightly darker brown. And we've got to highlight more around the eyes and stuff, but we'll do that in stages. Okay, so they have more of a darker fuzz. So I'm going to go for burnt umber. And they very lightly, they sort of come in and around. So a light application. And just put some also coming here. As I said, they've got like these darker bits, lighter bits, pinky bits, yellowy. They've got some really big colours. And they've also got it around the edges here. So just light. We don't go heavy with this. And then we can build up. You know, once you've got stuff down, that's what I generally do, is just to put stuff down, and then I just go and build up so that we've got some more colour. And you kind of go with all these little fuzzy bits that he's stuck in there. That's hair. And you can tell and indicate which parts are hair. Oh, by the way, you can now put them in your list. He has listed on Amazon Wondermorphia, and that's how. Do you want me to tell you the date? I should do another pre-orders notification thing on my stream like before, so that you know when the pre-orders are out. Okay, so you can now pre-order a couple of books. Let me show you. You can pre-order A Million Cute Animals by Lulu Mayo. So if you go into your Amazons, you can put that in there. Sorry, I have to make sure that I take my address out the top there. You can now stick in your lists Fragile World by Kerby Rosanes. You can also stick in there your Wondermorphia by Kerby Rosanes, which is on October the 1st. Just letting you know. So you can stick that in there, and then this is also on there as well. So this comes out in January 2020, and it's a new Fabiana Attanasio Mythographic, and it is the Frozen Fantasies. Suzanne, I will fit a day in to do it. It won't be this week because I've got 3 streams this week, but I will definitely fit something in. Possibly next week. It's been a super busy couple of weeks for me, and my body's not used to it anymore. But I shall definitely fit one in. I'll try and get one in next week, maybe Thursday. So you've got a couple of pre-orders you can put in your baskets now because they have been listed. Some of them have no date, which is fine. Like Fragile World has no official date yet, and Wondermorphia it's got no official picture. So just pop them in, put them in your baskets, and keep an eye on them. Okay, so that's got some darkened parts, and now we can go in with a little bit more of the flesh tones. Shannon. And let's go for, hold on. Let's build up a little bit more. I think this is our dark flesh. Yeah. This is a bit redder or pinky. I'm going to put that into the areas that seem to be the pinkish, which is around the tops by the eyes. And again, I'm very light on application because you can build up with these. And I'm going to go around those bits as well. Yeah, sorry Charlotte, but I'm not sorry because it's fun. Yeah, so I don't know if Kirsty's still here, but if Kirsty is, because I know she got it and so did Debbie, with your Hannah Carlson books, did you have an okay time? Did it come up in Swedish krona or did it come up in British pounds when you ordered? Yeah, it is quite expensive to Australia, but I found shipping from anywhere to Australia. So it would be good to try and find one that isn't so expensive within your country. The best person to ask as well is Belinda, because she's obviously Australian and she does diamond paintings and she gets them, but I think she gets them off Diamond Art Club. So, okay, so I'm just building up a little bit more of that pink. And then we need one more time our light flesh. If there's any problems with the stream, guys, it doesn't usually upload with problems, but if there is any problems, just stick with it because the connection is pretty poor today. But if you are watching this back, you shouldn't have any problem at all. Hi Jerry, hi Daniela. Okay, so we just layer that up and blend that in together. If you do need to dull anything down at any point, you can grab your ivory, but you shouldn't need to dull it down because the whole point is that we're building it up. But if you put too much down, just grab your white or grab your ivory and you can just make the highlighted areas a bit lighter. It depends on how much application, but see, it's got a nice pinky face with all those little colours peeking in. Right, so if we start to look at the outer side, this will stand out once you do this fur. So we need to put a base colour down on our little fella, and I'm thinking lighter is better. So I think I might put a very light application of the raw umber or the burnt ochre, maybe. Burnt ochre? Let me just have a look. Maybe brown ochre. We'll go for brown. Angie, that was a gift, but I believe you can get it exactly the same one on AliExpress. Definitely can. Okay, so we're going to go in with brown ochre. If anyone's wondering what I'm using, I'm using Polychromos for the moment. If we peek any other colours in, it will be out of the Prismas. But we're using Polys. Just Bear in mind, Polly's and Albrecht's are exactly the same colours and same numbers, but we are using the Polychromos today. Just going to have a sip of tea. What am I saying? Coffee. Coffee today. That's alright, Lozzie. I do that all the time. I'm always in Top Chat Party. It's quite fun in there. Stay there. It's fun. Pickle likes it there as well. Oh my gosh. Yay. Suze. That's amazing. Of course you can, Tammy. Mix it with any pencils. I love the Black Widows with any set. Yeah, 100%. Mix them. And actually, the Black Widow sets have got some of the tones. So, yeah, you can go for it. Okay, so very lightly, we're going to go, and I'm just putting a base to take the white out because we're going to do different colours into him. So, just on the side of your pencil with a light application, we're just going to go over his fur very light, because we can put red tones in there, we can put darker tones in there. But he's going to be really, really cute. So I'm just putting the lightest tone down first. And on certain areas, I'll go even lighter. And these parts here will be dark. So you see how it will all link in. And then we're going to do his like grey-green eyes. And his ears will be pinky. So he'll look super adorable. And with the stone, it's like an Aztec stone. Me and Mum were having this conversation. What's the difference? One's oil, one's wax, but that's about it. Yeah, me too, Kenny. I generally do in my own time, but I'm a bit conscious about doing it on streams because people generally just have like 1 or 2 sets. And if I start mixing them, they'll say, oh, what's the colours in this one? And I think, oh my gosh, I'm not sure. You have to sort of look at the colour charts and mix it, you know? Okay, let's go for a really nice light application. This is going to practically be over the entire length of him. So that is just a base. It's literally just the base of it. And then with your medium flesh, his little ear here. Let's go over that again. I'm going to go pinky on some areas and flesh tones on the other. And I'm just being quite conscious about the amount that I'm putting down because this is just... it's a base and you build up like with most things. Okay, you can also wash this with a watercolour. That'd be a good idea. So if you wash it across with a watercolour or pan pastel, anything that you can put a large application of colour with on the fur and then build up with your pencils. I was thinking it again, but I just thought I'd stick to a pencil set because that's what people can follow with. Okay, then we go to our light flesh. Did I put it down here? No, I didn't. Where did I put my light flesh tone? There we go. And also, let me just put that down into this other section here. All the areas that we haven't put the medium flesh. So we'll do some of his fur, we'll do some of the stonework today. We'll try and do a bit of everything today. I think we could probably do the monkey in 2 parts, I believe. If not, it'd be 3. As I said, these streams are very good for me because they make me sit and focus on colouring, which I've not done in my free time at all. Oh my gosh, get stuck. Right, I see this, right. Bear in mind, we all have to start somewhere. If you've got a book, it needs to be coloured in. If you sit there, you're never going to get the enjoyment that you initially knew that you wanted out of it. And what can go wrong? You can buy another one. But if you've got all these really nice books from Sweden, it doesn't matter. You can copy them as well. Get them copied onto a paper and have a go on there. You know, there's so many things you can do, but please don't deprive yourself of that enjoyment. You bought the book to enjoy. That whole book needs you. The books need you. Gary, yummy. Send some my way, even though I've not had it in years. Oh my God. Fish chips and a wally. And if you're not from the UK, or you're not particularly from London, then a wally is a gherkin or a pickle. You call them pickles. I love them. Fish chips and a wally. Okay, his little ears pink enough there, and then we'll add our fur in as we do the fur. Right, let's get on with some fur. Yes, buy another one. That's my answer. Buy another one, or, you know, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Okay, we need the cap at mortem in there, don't we? We should just get all our browns and we'll switch between which ones we want. Right, let's have a look at our browns. So we can... Let's have a look. We definitely need that one. We can have that one. It's really nice. We need some cap at mortem, but maybe we can tone that down. I'm not sure yet. We'll have a go. A yellowed brown would be good. So like a raw umber or burnt ochre. Let's have a look. Raw umber or burnt ochre. That one, because it's got more of a ginger tone, which would match up with that. Yes, fish chips and a wally. Look it up. It is fish chips and a gherkin. I am kidding you not. Seriously. Have a look. I'm not kidding you. Have a look. Look it up. Fish chips and a wally. London. Have a look. Nana. Yes, a wally is a gherkin. Oh my gosh. Look, I'm showing you on Google before we keep going. Hold on. I'm not kidding you. I'm not lying. I promise. Fish, chips and a wally. Look, see, when you look it up, it's a wally, not a gherkin. A fish chips and a wally, they're called pickled wallies. No way. Have a look at, I'm not kidding you. It's old Cockney stuff. Oh my God, Lozzie. Nana, come on. Oh my God. Oh, I have to re-educate you on that one. That is what fish chips and a wally is. So you got fish and chips, and a wally is the gherkin. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Faith. Oh my God, Lou. I'm abandoning all of you now. Mum would be... Mum's going to have chickens. Mum always asks for a wally. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yes, go and find them. Fish chips wally. Okay, let's get on with something. Cap at mortem. We're going to put some red in. Spill, Shannon. What's happening? Okay, let's put in some... I'm going to bring you down a little bit. Lozzie. Oh my gosh. See, Mum, fish chips and a wally. I'm re-educating you guys now. So now you know when you go to the fish and chip shop to call it that, even though they wouldn't know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you are watching this back, a wally is a gherkin. And it's just a slang term. I'm seriously gonna educate you all on that one now. So yes, fish chips and a wally. And I call people a wally as well. So if you ever hear me say, oh my God, he's such a wally, it just means, oh my God, he's ridiculous. So there's two ways of using that. A wally is a gherkin when you go to the fish and chip shop. And also, although, you know, we are known for fish and chips over here, even though I don't know why, it's not something we eat all the time, is it? Well, certainly not here. I don't see many fish and chips anything anymore. It used to be more so, not so much now. Don't make that mistake. Oh my gosh, lady. This is Gary's fault. He started it. Well, it's a slang term. Not many people know what it is. Mary Berry. Oh no, I don't like pickled eggs. Oh no, I'm against pickled eggs. They are foul. They are disgusting. And also, no, they're just foul. I heave my guts up at them. I can't do them. But it's a Wally. I want a Wally. Oh my god. No, I can't call it a pickle. Because pickle's pickle. I can't do. I just think of pickle now. So no, I can't. I can't ask for a pickle because pickle won't come. So no, it's a Wally. The fish and chip shop, no. Oh my god. Oh no, I can't do it. We can't ask. It's a gherkin. It's a gherkin though, to be fair. We call them gherkins here. It is Gary's fault. Hi, Donna. Sorry, we're having a debate about gherkins, pickles and Wallies, which are exactly the same thing. Good morning, Mona. Good morning. Hello, my lovelies. You've walked into a debate of pickle, gherkin, Wally. So, welcome to Tuesday stream. Oh my gosh, welcome to Tuesday stream. Yeah, you know, the Queen, I found this out and I was late on knowing this, but I didn't know the royal family could not eat seafood. Okay, let me put where I want my red tone, but I don't want too much of this. This is going to be an undertone. So we're going to have some more at the top. We suppose we can do right towards one side. So I'm not going to do too much of this. I just want this as an undertone to what's going to be happening for the rest of it. So yeah, let's put in a little bit more here. So it's more this side and at the top. Hello, Benny. Oh my goodness. Yes, cornichons, whatever they're called. They're tiny. They're yummy. I like them. They've got a serious little crunch on them, those things. But they're quite bobbly textured, and I'm not about textures in foods. I'm a bit of a weird one that way. We bought tahini, which always is like a hummus, but the texture of it I couldn't eat because it was too smooth and too runny, and that was it. The taste is fine, the texture just put me off, and that's certain things, textures I just can't do. Oh my gosh. No, we'll reel it in a little bit, but we're talking about food anyway, so this, and I've got a disclaimer in each stream so that kids are not allowed, so we're good to talk. It's fine. No way, she choked on a fish bone. Oh, bless her heart. Did Philip do the old hyphen maneuver, whatever it's called? Okay, so we've got this this colour running through. Oh my gosh, what are we like? Okay, Daniela. So if people do come here and they don't like the chat, oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for them. I say all the time, you know, it is, when you're live streaming, it is a chat show, and half of the stuff probably won't be involved with colouring. So that's why I put the cards in for people to watch back and mute. Gives the option, bless them. Yeah, they're allowed to eat fish, but isn't it seafood? Like cockles, winkles, prawns, that type of thing, they're not allowed. Okay, right, enough red for the moment. Let's get some burnt ochre, which is like this orange tone, and I'm going to put that near where I've put that red tone, so it lightens. See what happens straight away, it lightens it up. So just, I'm putting like small amounts. I was about to say small doses. What's happening? Well, I don't know what it's called. Lozzie. Hyphen. Is that what it's called? The hyphen. so you don't choke. Heimlich. Okay, there we go. Heimlich, that's the one. I was along the right boat there. I was sailing the right boat along the right stream, but just, yeah, messed up at one destination with some of the word. There you go. Okay. Right. So all those places that I've put that, so we're going to build up, but all those places that I've put that red, I'm going to put this on top, so it gives it this gingery sort of red tone. And just in small amounts. Okay, and also what I will be doing is colour along on videos, and they will be Heimlich. Thank you. Hi, Patty. Oh, I give up with my pronunciations of stuff. I do. I know I'm terrible, and I know what they are, I just don't know how to say them. Thank you very much. You always help me out. Thanks. You've now educated me on how to say it, because I would have just carried on. Okay. So nice red tones in there. This side is going to be naturally darker, and this under here will be darker. So we're just going to head to a bit of a darker colour. Oh my gosh, burnt sienna. Welcome back, Amanda. I haven't got another budgie yet, no. That's the birds outside if you can hear any. Can you hear the birds in the tree directly outside? Okay. So we're just going to go a little bit darker here. This will be even more. So and any of these little crevices, it's going to be darker. So we're just building up at the moment, and then we will add in darker as we go along. So this part here will probably have some walnut brown and, you know, etc, etc. So as you're coming out, sort of lessening up the colour. I have no plan with this. So, yeah. Okay, what I was going to say, I'm going to be doing a colour along in a cute form. So I might do one out of Lulu Mayo when it comes. I will do one out of Lulu Mayo's A Million Mermaids, but it'll be real time, and it will be just me and the colouring book. But I really wanted to do one out of there, and I can't fit it in on streams because we've got the Pop Manga one to do. So I will do that in videos, and I have got a filming schedule in my head to do next week in small doses, so I don't overdo it. You know how it goes. So that should come next week, and I should be able to do that with you. And I also wanted to ask for anyone who has got the Enchanted Castles. Thank you, Donna. Yes, I did them myself today. It's an Essie colour. I think it's called Ballet Shoes. It's just like a very light pink. And then I've put like a diamante. I don't know if you can see. So it's got a pink diamond there and a little 3 diamond there. You know, you have to do things at home on your own. And I'm terrible with acrylic nails, so yeah, I just go for it on my own, and if they come out okay, they come out okay. If they don't, then I just take them off and start again. Yes, Lou, yes, he's in the is a bit on the green side in the fish and chip shop. Okay, let's put the darker, and then we'll come down with even deeper colours. The middle is going to be a mid-tone, so we're just going to try and get that going. And remember, there's like a 15 to 20 second delay on when I do something to when you actually receive it on the screen. So if I do answer late, it's just because of that. I've answered you on time, but the delivery of it to you just comes out a little bit later than it would have done. Okay, this part needs to be a bit lighter, so we're going to head to a raw umber for a moment, and then we're going to go to darker tones, and that's the way to do it. It's just build up. There's no rush in this. and he will have several tones in his fur, and that's the way I'm going to sort of approach it. Not yet, but you know, I said this the other day. I don't know if anyone's been out shopping recently, especially here in the UK. I went to the range the other day in mind to get a few home bits, and the shopping experience was dire. Oh, thanks, Tammy. I used to bite my nails terribly, by the way, years ago, and that's why lately they just do not grow. And I don't know whether that's where I'd bitten them for so many years. I haven't bitten them for about 6 now. 5, 6. I used to bite them years ago. It was a terrible habit. Never do it. And they just never sort of grew to lengths that other people's grow to. But I mean, as long as they're, you know, to the tops, it should be all right. But they break. They're brittle. And I'm terrible with acrylic nails. Like, it just makes me not be able to do anything. Yeah, it's been open the whole time because they sell cleaning and foodstuffs, so they've got a license to stay open that entire time. Well, I went there and I went for some bits that we needed, like a bin. We needed a new bin because we haven't had a bin for years, because I refuse to have one because I hate things because they end up stinking. And I'm terrible for things like that. I've got a hypersensitive nose for smells. So anything over a day in a bin, my nose is twitching and I'm moaning for Andrew to take the rubbish out. I hate it. So I don't like bins because they then accumulate just a smell about them. And I've got a hypersensitive smell. I'm like a sniffer dog. So with that being said, I finally caved and I went and got a bin. Especially coming up to the summer, you know, it gets warmer, you get flies otherwise, and I don't want them getting in anything, so I got a bin. Well, just bear in mind now that the queues are always out and down the road, so you have to queue an hour before you actually get into a store. Okay, so we've got our base going with this guy. You've got to just constantly queue. So by the time you get into the shop, I know this is how it is, and I'm not moaning, it's just life now. You actually just want to go home. You know, you're like, I want to go home now, but you've stuck this out this far, so you might as well stay. Then I walked around, and it's a one-way system, which I think is best, but then you've got people who don't stick to it, so you're bumping into people, and then that, you know, annoys you. Then you've got people in the store who are tense and agitated because they've had to wait that long to be able to get into the store. Well, we're all in the same boat, so, you know, sorry, pal, but you have to just deal with it like the rest of us. So everyone's like on this really angry sort of mode. It's like a setting in them at the moment. And then by the time you get round to what you actually need to get to now, it just seems like there's such an atmosphere, and I wanted to have a good look in the craft bit, but I didn't. I literally picked up the watercolour sponges and I was out of there. And then I just thought, no, I'd rather actually, you know, do this online and get home, you know, be at home and have it sent at home and get home quick from shops and just go out to, like you say, I literally just want to get my food, my prescriptions and pet stuff now. I do not want to be in the shops. They are not the same. Because of all the regulations, they are actually really, really, really hard to sort of tolerate at the moment. And it's not a pleasant experience. You can't sort of browse around. You can't go the ways that you want to go to. You have to go a certain way. And it's just not pleasant. So I'd rather just get my stuff online and have it delivered. If I have to wait, I have to wait. Like, I'd rather wait and have the atmosphere-free zone. And that's the experience of shopping right now. It's just not a pleasant experience. As I said, it took an hour to get into the shop. And it wasn't even that busy. So I'd really prefer to just be at home and shop from home until things get back to normal. Shopping's not a pleasant experience at all, so I don't feel the need to go shopping. I don't have the urge to go shopping. I never do anyway. I hate shopping, but there's certain things that you like to go and have a browse and sadly, that's all kind of upside down at the moment. So if you are thinking about it or you're missing it, trust me when I say it's not pleasant unless you go as soon as it opens. Then possibly you might have an okay time, but I really don't think it's that nice at the moment. Okay, we're going to join some other colours into there. We're just getting it all started. So yeah, you aren't missing out, trust me. And I don't know if it's the same wherever you are in the, you know, in the world and how your regulations are, but definitely here in the UK, it is not a pleasant experience. And I just wanted to get out of there as soon as possible. Hello, Angela, so sorry. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people are anxious, Kirsty. You know, they give you anxiety. They're giving everyone anxiety at the moment. These shops are not pleasant. And as I said, because you've got to wait so long, people are like, you know, you've got the lines that you have to stand behind. Well, people are getting antsy and they're going over the lines and they're too close to you. And if you say anything, because there's such an anxious tension, they're like starting a fight with you, you know. And I just thought, there's so many people that are, excuse me, can you get away from me? And you've got to respect the space, but you can't. You have to be so careful what you say. It's just, I don't know. The world's changed at the moment is my only saying about that. Why? Yeah, you can get it online. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we're just doing all the planning here and then we'll layer it up, hun. So we're just doing all these nice colours and then we'll join in some other stuff as we go along. So we go back to our bistra. I never know how you say this one. Lozzie. I love it how Lozzie always tells me how this is said. Is it bistra or bistra? Take care, Benny. Yeah, and that's another thing, they can't get a restock, can they? So that's, you know, just bear in mind that you might go to the shop and it might be an absolutely pointless visit because they're finding it hard themselves to get stock, and so you go there for nothing. So you've got to be mindful that not all shops are going to have what you want. So you could have queued for an hour, whereas if you got it online, you know it's in stock, you know what day it's coming, and you know you've got the delivery date. I do, but would you have... Right, this is another question. This is to everyone. So, say your county, states, areas, region, wherever, starts to... If they reopen stuff tomorrow, say they reopen cafes, sit-down cafe, with no perspex glass or anything, and no outside space, you had to go inside, would you have a fear to go in, or would you be confident now to go in, have a coffee, sit down as you would of previous? Would you now prefer to just get your stuff, go home and have your coffee at home? What would your... Hi, you're calling me a pink monkey. I love your name. Bista. Thank you. Would you go with confidence, or would you come away and prefer to have your coffee at home? Because me personally, I'm okay with a takeaway coffee, but not with a sit-down coffee. So I probably wouldn't go to the sit-down places at the moment. Bista. Now I know. I'm learning a lot. Monique, you wouldn't go. Yeah, I think this is a fear. Okay, so there is a big thing about fear of going out. It's going around at the moment. So would you be confident more if you knew that this is kind of all now in the past? Then would you go back to the way that you were living before happily? You know, this is a big thing. Things are starting to reopen and people are getting very, very anxious. So as I was saying, you know, I don't want any anxiety. I don't want to bring so much up in the stream as such, but it's just a talking point. Things are reopening and people are saying, you know, I really want this back and I really want that back. And I'm thinking, well, if it does reopen, are you genuinely going to go back to it, or are you just saying that, you know? Because Andrew wants to go to the gym, and I said, but if it was open, would you genuinely feel comfortable? Cap at mortem, like, would you? Or if it opened tomorrow, would you genuinely go back? What about for the vulnerable? There's just silly things that I was saying, you know, things are starting to reopen, and I think it's too soon. Really, Mary? See, that's interesting. So they are busy and people are going back to real life. See, I wouldn't at the moment, personally, me. You know, takeaways have been open and I haven't had one because I don't want that exchange. I mean, the food's cooked, it's still being handled cooked, you know? No. I'm a bit on the paranoid side, I suppose. Okay, so I'm layering in these colours to make these tones, just so that the monkey has different tones in his fur, and it will go throughout. So if you come away on the bigger picture, imagine all these lovely tones going all the way through. The body won't be as hard. I'm just trying to get it around the face so it looks how the monkey would look, you know, if you were looking out. Yeah, see, yeah, I think so as well. Donna, we have a day in mind, and at the moment the place that we've chosen thankfully has had no further interest in that date because it's first come first serve. So by the end of the month, when we have half of the deposit, we can secure it. So it will be next September 2021. So lots and lots of planning. Can't wait. No, I'm not a crowd person, Mary. I'm a very sociable person, but not amongst big crowds. I love going to events, and that's another thing, like how, Lozzie, you're the same, you like the theatre. How are we going to feel safe in that kind of environment, you know? Okay, Becky, honey. And how's she finding it, Nana? Because I think it's quite safe at the moment because there's only a few of them in there. Oh, nice. So it's a small little time. Okay, let's put these little red undertones. It takes me a lot longer, don't forget, because I'm watching the chat. So I am longer at colouring, so sorry. Oh, and how are your minis, Pickle? Have you seen them, hun? Have you seen them yet? Okay. So we've got a light area here, which we're going to start to layer in a little bit of the nice undertones. We're going to go for nougat, is that right? I never say these things right. Oh my gosh. Or Bista. We'll do Bista, actually. Bista. Bye, Tammy. Oh, nice. Let's space it out. So let's deepen up some areas of this fur. And then any areas that we need to darken, deepen, etc. we will do. But at the moment, we're looking at our light areas. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing, Lou. We had 3 events all booked and all of them cancelled, and they've rescheduled for next year. Nougat. Oh my gosh, Shannon, I fail with words. Yeah, I fail. You should know this with me by now. Is it nougat? I used to say nugget, so yeah, okay. Nougat. Okay, let's put this in as an undertone. So I like his colours coming to life. And then this area here, I'm going to have a burnt umber fill, burnt ochre, sorry. And then we are going to get a blender pencil just slightly to blend this in a little bit easier. And then we're going to put our darkest little sections in, which will be with our burnt umber or Van Dyke brown, walnut brown. So I'm just planting like you would with a seed in. Take care, Sue. Thanks for popping in, honey. So sorry I'm so slow today. It's one of those days, it's a slow day. I might have to speed this up with the cards for people, you know, with music at the end, for those that don't want the chat. Okay, let's plant a little bit more here. There we go. Okay, let me bring it up a little bit. Oh, they're doing it with every option, so then they'll start doing that here. If it works elsewhere, they'll do it here. I know they will. Walnut brown is the option. Right, we need a blender pencil. See, you're in the nugget gang. I'm in the nugget gang. Okay, so I'm going to get a blender pencil. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the camera. It's just a colourless blender. You can use any. It's just a colourless blender pencil. You can practically use any. Your Caran d'Ache, Derwent, anything. And I'm going to go from dark to light. So I'm pressing very lightly, and it's just to make sure that all those colours are blended in. So we'll do some of the fur, and we'll do some of the tree. We'll do some of we'll come back to the body another day. So what we'll do is his head, do his features, his face, make sure everything in this is standing out. And then we'll plan our sandstone bricks, I think. So just very lightly blend in some. And then we're going to come with some nice deep rich browns, put in some details, put in his eyes. Because I want him to look realistic. Oopsie. Christmas in July is coming, of course it is. Ashlene and Jen, our lovely, lovely ladies. Would you guys like, for those of you that are into diamond painting, I've got another haul and one Happy Mail. Would you like me to upload that to Scone, not scone. Thank you. Scone. We're driving Lozzie bonkers. Okay, so we need to do the ear and deepen that up now. We'll put in some more on the features and the eyes. Okay, so let's get our walnuts and our flesh tones. Okay, right, let's go for the fur first, and let's go for walnut. Yeah, I've got a nice pickle. Honey, I wish you better. I know you've been having a really bad flare, and trust me, I feel you. So make sure you just chill out. Move, but don't overdo it. Tomato, not tomato. When you say, what is it? Potato, tomato, tomato. Okay, let's put some details in. And all I'm doing is just reapplying some detail in from the fur. Okay. Tomato. Tomato. See, I say tomato. But that's just typical me. I used to drop my T's from how I spoke, so I used to say water. Thank you, Abby. And what are you colouring? I'm so sorry, I know I blabber away, and if you are new, I am having a slow day, but I'm getting there. I'm having a slow day, but yeah, we have those days, don't we? I am so happy that I started this though, because I absolutely love him. He reminds me of Dunstan checks in. That film. And the other one, Monkey Business one. What was his name? Can't remember now. Or Ross, when he had the monkey in Friends. Right, so we're just making sure that we've got details in. And just applying our deep, so underneath especially. Tomato. I love how people say things different. Makes me smile. It's like you say semi and I say semi. So you say like a semi truck and we say semi. So it's like just so fun how we say things just different, the same word, but the pronunciation is like completely different. Okay, so quickly with this bit here, I do want to just put in tiny little sections, and it's the same here with this brown. So what you got to just look at where you want your darkest areas, and practically like underneath the face, the ear will have some, so you can actually just come in with a walnut brown. You can come in with the black after, but bear in mind he will have some raw umber in that ear as well. Ooh, Lou, which one? Send me a link in Messenger what book that Dee Dee was talking about. I've missed I watched partially some of the stream from yesterday, but I missed her drawing stream. No, I love the American. How can you say you're boring? Oh my god. To me, Brits are the other, like I would turn that round. Take care, Kat. Thanks for coming, honey, and I'll see you soon. Yes, I love the American way of saying stuff. Oh my gosh. I would I say more Americanisms. It's like now I've taken to saying Q-tips and paper towel. We don't say that. We say cotton buds and kitchen roll, and I say can I have the paper towel. It's like, yeah, because I'm so used to saying things, because a lot of my subs and friends are American, so I'm used to saying the Americanisms, and yeah, I love the American way. I'm like, let me learn more. And I love the way you change certain ways of saying things. No, I love it. Cotton buds. bud, B-U-D, cotton bud. Yeah, we say cotton bud. We don't say Q-tips, but I say Q-tips now. And it's funny because I'm picking up how you guys talk, because I talk to you guys more than the people from Britain. Yes, please, Lou. Okay, brown ochre. We're going to come to this lovely little ear of his, like we did when in the skin. We're going to kind of bring some of that onto these little sections where there's hair. So imagine there's hair, and bring it in there as well. So we're going to bring in black last. Don't forget that black is your very last option. And that's just to darken shadows. But all these little bits here where you've got hair, imaginary hair, put them in. We say fizzy drinks. We don't say soda or pop, we say fizzy. Can I have a fizzy drink? Not a bottle of pop or, yeah. Yeah, cotton bud. That's what they're called here. But I have got used to saying Q-tips. There's certain pastel, and it's pastel, but you guys say pastel, so I say pastel. I don't know. I pick up loads of things. Q-tips is a brand name. Aha! See, now you say vacuum, which is what it is, but we say Hoover. Now Hoover's a brand, but we still call any Hoover a Hoover. So don't ask. Just, I don't know where we get our stuff from. It's fun though. You say fizzy pop in Leicester. Oh no, fizzy drink. Fizzy drink. Okay, back to some medium flesh. So we're nearly done with the face. We've just got to get a black in a minute. So come back to where you want to make them deeper. So just on the side. And then we're going to make his eyes these greeny, yellowy colour. We're going to put some of that raw umber, I think, in that as well. Okay. We do, don't we, Nana? Even though Hoover is it's a brand. Why are we calling everything a Hoover? It's a vacuum cleaner. We use Dyson. I got a Dyson, I call it a Hoover. It just makes no sense to me. But we still do it. It's like, okay, I'll just roll with the flow. Okay. And again, let's just make that all. I can press down a little bit harder than what I was. Not too hard, but hard enough. And then we're going to go to black. So we're just nice and blended. Same with underneath. So you can press harder now because you've practically laid down the amount that you needed. So just go over the whole thing. Okay. Now, with your black, I don't know if I've got a black. Let me have a look. Did I put black at the back? With my, nope. Nope. Did I put, no. I need to find them. Okay, so we've got black, which is 1. Okay. And it needs to focus. Hold on, guys. This is what happens. Okay, so as I'm coming down, so when I'm putting in any detail, we've got to go into the ear and reapply that line as well. So you can put a little bit into there. Let's put a nice deep amount of black in here as well. I'm just looking at the thing. Chat. Oh, I love my Dyson. Hi, Kelly. I love my Dyson. I've got a Dyson Pet or Dyson Animal. Not the cordless one though. Those ones are great. But I just recently got one because my vacuum, it died on me. And yeah, we got a new Dyson Animal and it just picks everything up. And they're just amazing. Okay, let's come into this section here. I love my Henry though, but there was a big debate between me and Andrew over Dyson versus Henry and he won. because the Dyson's quite heavy for me and I can't do the stairs with it. Andrew has to do the stairs. It's too heavy. Okay, you can apply these in and put your darker line on the underneath, but we're going to need to do the eyes entirely anyway. So in between these little sections here, I'm only going very lightly with black, a very light coat. I think if you go too dark, you'll regret it. So just place a little shadow behind some of those little furry bits. And same with the underneath of the ear, you can just like shadow it a little bit. And the same with underneath the chin. So you can blend that out into your brown. That will work. Are Holbein worth it? I'd say so, and I don't think they're the most expensive, because when you add up how much Lumis are for the amount you get, I'd say Lumis are the most expensive. Don't forget, in the Holbeins you get 150, and they're beautiful. And also bear in mind that because of their quality, they don't always like really smooth papers. They like a textured or a toothy paper. So if you get them sometimes, but that applies to any pencil that you get. Okay. Let's bring up a second. So we've got our base of fur on the go. We need to do those eyes. So I need like a yellowy green. Green gold. Hey Shara. Where is that? I don't know if I put it in here. Did I put that on there? Green gold, where are thou? Where art thou? I think we need the May green. I don't know where I put my green gold. Did I put my green gold in here? Or we could do Naples yellow maybe. Or no, we'll do May green and I've got to find that. Where did I put that? I have no idea. It's done a runner. Let's go for May green and light yellow ochre. Let me just find the... And then we'll do some of, start the building, what colours we're going to do on the buildings. Dark Naples ochre is actually going to come in pretty handy. And we need May green. Where are you? Where are you? I think I've actually taken some of these out of here and I've got them like loose, because, or earth green yellowish maybe, green ochre. I think earth green yellowish, no, that's a good colour. We'll do earth green yellowish. Earth green yellowish. It is such a great colour. Hi Sandra, sorry hon, I'm just trying to find colours, but anyone joining, hello, thank you for coming, and don't mind me for a second, I'm just trying to find my colours. Earth green, yellow-ish, is that the one? Okay, let's find that. Right, let's find these. Let's come down, let's do his eyes. So bear in mind, put that in there. Right, I'm going to go on the top with this, and you won't see it hugely because we'll come around with some dark, but just put the green in there, and then we're going to go with our dark Naples ochre on the bottom. So got like a yellow green, and they're so small, these eyes, that it's going to be hard to get all the detail in there, so just bring the colour down. And the same with the top, and then at the very top we can put just a slight deeper green in, so we can go for this one. Yeah, they're from Japan, so let's go for olive green yellowish. Let's try and find that one. go for that one. So at the very, very top, you can deepen up around where it joins, like this area. We're going to put some more. We've got parrots outside. I don't know if you can hear them. They're chirping away. Okay. So then with your Posca, you've got a Posca. You can use a gel, any gel pen. Give it a shake, and I'm just going to put an additional little dot and on the underneath, just a tiny little. I might do that a bit thinner actually, just a thin amount, not that thick, just little. Okay, so the eyes of his, they usually are, let me just get my light flash. So they are just light flesh around the eyes, and they just need to be a bit lighter. And his nose has got a little bit more of a yellow tone, but in with that. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I'm just playing around with him at the moment. Okay, let's go around the edge of his nose. And then down in that area as well. He needs a little bit more of that sort of yellow tone, so you can just overlap the two. And it's the same with coming down this way. So if you're doing anything, you can just layer up, as I said before. Layering is my friend. You just put a little bit more in there and in there. Okay, right, and let's see. So we just got our black a second. Let's just go around the eye and the top. So you do that very, at the very end, because you can end up smudging it. Just make his nostrils, make sure that everything that you need to stand out does stand out. It's the same with this part, just put a little bit of black in. Right, so his colours have started. With the rest of the body, we put a brown ochre base, didn't we? Or was it raw umber? So that's exactly what I'm going to do for now. Just put a base so we know exactly what colour we're going to go to next to it. So just sort of depict what parts are the buildings and which parts is the fur. So we're just going to look at that a second. That's all building. So we're going to start some of the building before we go back to some of the fur. Let's mishmash around a bit. So that's all a base, and as I said, just nice and light on the edge, no pressure. Just feather the page so you know exactly where you're going. And the same with this area, just very, very lightly pick out where all your fur is. And let's have a look. So all of this area. His little hand, you've already put the pink, the flesh tone, so you know that they're going to be little pinky pinky fingers. And they'll be slightly darker, the hands, so that's fine. Then let's go down to here again, sort of look at where your building starts and your first stops. So let's go to here and pick out all of that. So just base it. Let's give him a little base. That's still on your screens? Yep. Okay, I haven't seen the chat for a minute. I'm just sort of picking out. I'll have a look in a second. Let's just have a good coating. You don't have to be neat at this stage. Just get your coat down. If you watercolour this, that would be even better. So if you have like this natural earthy brown ochre tone of watercolour, or mix it up. You add a little brown and a bit of yellow together on a watercolour palette and you'll get this colour. Like a light brown and a yellow will get you this tone. Right. There you go. Okay, so same coming around here. This is all stones at the bottom. So just again, dodging those because they will be in different coloured stones. Just plan that to where you come up and like you can see where stone starts. So it just gives you a guide. And again, let's come back round. Like speedy hand. Let's do that as well. Oh yeah, I absolutely loved Brendan Fraser. I haven't seen him in anything in a long time. The last thing that I watched him in was that film that he built the properties on the land of the like where the wildlife was, and they all turned against him. Oh, what was that film called? That was the last film that I watched him in. And of course I watch The Mummy quite regular because it's always on the telly, so I just leave it to run. I love him in The Mummy, and I loved him in the one with the devil where it was Elizabeth Hurley. Bedazzled, that's the one. I can never think of names if I haven't watched him in a little while. Okay, and then coming up, so you've got your towel here as well. So very light. I'm not going to put too much down because the tail will be lots of different tones, and you'll also, I'm going to white out some of this black here as well, so we'll take out that black line so it looks like more like fur. There we go. So we've kind of picked out where all of that towel and monkey fur is going to be. So that will be our monkey fur. Now coming to our stonework, so we'll come back to our fur in a minute. Looking at our stonework, I'm heading on the side of doing some in like Aztec style, so like these ones. So you see all this area here and all the faces. I think they need to be in like stonework colours, so bits of sort of this tone really, and then having some like just thinking like especially this face having some red tones to it, but then some of it needs to be some grey stones. Hi Crystal. So let's go for some greys with some red like hints in it as well, so we might put a little bit on the like the stonework here. So I think, or should we do sandstone? Oh my god, let me put it on a bit of paper. It's gonna drive me mental. Get the book. Treat yourself. It's only cheap at the moment. It's nice and cheap. So if we did a stonework and say we did it in like these sort of tones, let's do it on the edge. So we can either go for the yellow stone, the grey stone. Hold on, let's get it. Oh, you got to have a Kerby in your collection. You need a Kerby. We can do like browns and warm greys. We're all terracotta stone. Oh, we can have some sanguine in there. Right, let's have a look because I want to get all these colours out. Okay, this is where my mind goes into overdrive. Yeah, I think like a nice sandstone because you can put some orange tones in it as well. So this is a good way to sort of test out some colours. So you can look against the monkey, or you can have some like brown greys. So we can have like grey, for instance, and you can add a little bit of like browns into it, or reds even. You can have some reds like hints in them, or you can do both. So say you had like sandstone, we're playing around with colours. This is a good way to do it. Do it on the edge of a piece of paper. You can have these sort of red terracotta tones with some browns, hold on, and some like reds in there. This is a good way to do it. Get a piece of paper, come on the edge, hiya Heather, and have a look against your monkey. What do you like? Do you like the sandstone types? Do you like some greys? I think a bit of both. Or you can go onto the red sort of sandstony where you've got like terracotta stone. And then when you come down to the Aztecs, they'll be even better if you do them in these sort of tones here with a bit more hints of red in them. I think we're going to do a little mixture. But it's a good way to do some planning is get your colours, get a little bit of edge of paper because you can never tell in the middle. You can individually take them off if you wanted to and put it up against your stone and think, which colours can I pick that will look okay? I think a bit of both. So I'll do some sandstone into these. Hi everyone coming on in. We'll go for some sandstones here first. And they can be like a bit of raw umber, bit of light yellow ochre. And we can add some sanguines and Venetian reds into this bit. I think the warm greys will look good on all this stonework, and then the heads and stuff can be a bit more sandy. So I think that would go really nice, don't you? I think we'll have a mix. We'll have a good mix. And then when we come even further down, all these rocks here will be a mixture here. And some might be in the shadow, so that can have a darker area coming sort of down. Yeah, okay. So let's start with some of this rock. Let's give it a good coat. Warm greys, by the way. Warm greys. So I've got warm grey 3 at the minute. That was a good guess, wasn't it? Did you see that? I stopped at the one that I needed. Okay, let's go for some warm. Let's go for some warm greys. And then we need our reds as well, Venetian, Indian. Oh, the green gold is such an amazing colour. Okay, let's go for these. Okay, right. And then we've got all our other ochre tones out. Are we ready? Let's have a coating of our greys. Let's go for warm grey 3 first. So we'll do some grey, some sandstone and mix it up. So where's our grey gone? Here he is. Let's go for some coating here. So don't forget, you're just coating it at the minute. So we'll mix some different colours in. But it's good to have a guide. And this is generally what I do. I guide myself with a base and then I will build on it. So you can always add some sandstone bits into here as well. So it's coming down the steps. And I'm going to stop at this head here. Let's go up the steps again. And back up here. So I'm just literally going to go. And as I said, we'll do the other side, but I've got all the colours in mind for that, so I'm good for that one. Our monkey's fur is going to be fab when he's done. Okay, so we've got some greys there. Then we're going to come down to this one here, and we're going to get our light yellow ochre. And that's going to have a slight coating. I love my colour cards. Lou is such a star. So you can have some greys in there as well. So you can like build some into that because it can mix. Yeah. And then you can kind of like add coming down one side of that. And then again you can add a little bit more of that warm grey into that as well. And then back to our light yellow ochre. And that can also go into some of this section here. And we're going to mix up. So, especially into that as well. and then get back to our greys, and then we're going to sort of work our way down. So we'll work on what we've just done and put some like different textures and stuff in there. And don't forget, you can also texture it up with the stippling effect with the sponge if you wanted to. You can put some textures in there with that, with the acrylic paints. So if you've got acrylic paints to play around with, you can definitely do that as well. Okay, so we've got some base going. Suzanne, honestly, my back's not been too good over the last few days at all. Yesterday was a terrible day, so I didn't do anything. I just binge watched TV. So they're coming along, but they're coming along slowly because as I said, you have days, and some days you have plans and plans don't always manifest. Okay, let's go on some of this and work our way up. Let me just have a sip of coffee. It's gone cold, but I don't mind cold coffee. Hi, Rochelle Han. How are you? It is, Nana. I saw your background. I was like, go girl. You're doing it all. I love people having fun with colour. I don't even care how it goes down. It's like down. I'm like, you have fun with it. It made me smile. That's the whole point in it. And like you, when we met and you said, you know, if it gives you joy in it, you were quite abstract with what you did before. And I'm like, I love that, you know. I'm too controlled, and sometimes I need to let go of that. And I do with watercolour. But that's why I like the loose watercolour paintings, because they get me out of my comfort zone. But I do think, do you need to come down a little bit? You do, don't you? I think it's good to have that where you just let loose. And that's why I love Pickle's style, because she just, as she says, slap, bang, down. And I'm very controlled. And I think that's why I love colour pencil so much, because I feel in control of it. But then there's certain mediums that you just want to let loose with, and paint is one of them, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to put this in the shadows of this. You know, you got that usual sort of... Oops. Yes, Kat! I've got a haul to show you guys. With Diamond Art Club haul. I've got one more. It's coming. I don't know if it's in the country yet. Oh, and finally, I ordered the unicorn drill pen from Diamond Art Club, and the first time it got refunded because it wasn't in stock, and this time it finally got shipped. I was like, yes, because my hands, I get such cramps in my hands with the pen. I don't know if anyone else gets that, but you move a pencil around a lot, whereas with that you just kind of like sticking it down, and my hands were killing me. Danny, I've got from Diamond Art Club. I've got one from Alina Lazareva. She's got a diamond painting store on Etsy, and you can also get off of AliExpress, but Diamond Art Club as well. They're kind of like the creme de la creme. And there's also DIY Moon, I think. Melody gets from, I can't remember that, I think that's the name of it, DIY Moon. And they're beautiful. So there's a few places. Have a good little look, and go and have a look on Rachel Ray has got a video, and it tells you where to buy from. So just type in on YouTube Rachel Ray diamond painting, and you should get her. Ray is R-A-E, and she's got a whole guide on where to buy that's legally licensed, because don't forget, quite a few stores aren't legally licensed, and they use illegal stuff all the time. So that's another thing to bear in mind, because some of them have stolen images and you see it all the time, and I'm not about that. So have a look at that as well. Okay. Yeah, some of them are so expensive to ship though. 6. Oh my gosh. I saw one of them today, which is a Marjorie Sarnet, which is actually a Creative Haven artist as well. It's a seahorse. Saw that one. Wow, 6. I can't keep up. I think they need to do it monthly, not weekly. I think it's such a stress to try and get them every week. And it also, if you aren't in a position to buy them, it makes you feel like you have to because they go out of stock so quick. And I think it's quite a big pressure on people, and it becomes quite addictive to the diamond community, in my opinion. And I think that they need to do it every month, not every week. But that's just me. Okay, so I'm just putting in just an undertone. This isn't your main, tone. This is just an undertone of red. And the good thing is you can look at where all that sort of shading goes. But I think also, with colouring, you have a pre-order date, don't you? And you kind of just can pre-order that and forget about it. With diamond painting, it's not like that. You have to be quick. It's like bam. Just bam. And then before you know it, they're gone out of stock and you feel like, oh, I missed out. Which, yeah. I love this hobby so much. I think if there's one hobby in the world that I had to stick to, I love diamond painting. I love any arts and crafts. But if you asked me if you only could stick to one, it would be colouring. But I do love my diamond painting. Oh my gosh, I've got into it so much recently. Like ridiculous amounts. Okay, wait before we go up to the greys, because we'll put in some other tones in there. Okay, so we need another undertone, and that will be, should we do the brown oak or the raw umber? Whoops, that nearly went over. No, there shouldn't be a pressure to get everything, but I think some companies it's like a instant fill. Okay, raw umber, we're going to go for raw umber. That's why on Amazon you can kind of just, as I said, you're your own devices, aren't you? Okay, let's sharpen that. Colouring is just amazing. It's brought so much joy into my life. Okay, let's, with that sanguine, put some raw umber. And it gives it this red yellow undertone, like a nice sandstony colour. If you go out into Australia and they've got that red rock, it's like that, and they've got the nice ochre tones. And we'll deepen up the deep parts, but that's always last. You've got to get your undertone going first, especially when you blend out. And that's why I'm showing you the colours that we're going to be using, because if we do some of that grey as well, you can, if you're following us along, you won't have to necessarily wait for me. You can get on and do those parts. If you're in that mode and you've got the colours out, you might as well keep going. So that's why I'm showing you what I'm doing, and then if you wanted to continue, you could do all of it. Well, Rochelle, you can hang them up in your closet, honey, so then it goes loads of room. You get those hangers with the 2 clips and you hang them in your closet when they're done. Or you can donate them, you can gift them. So aside from colouring, what would be one thing that you couldn't live without in a hobby or entertainment? Hi Kathy, oh my goodness, hello my love, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Okay, so we're just putting in all those little details. So all those little tiny bits that are really dark will be darker, but we're just getting those tones in. So you can also tone it down with some ivory, which we're going to get. Lozzie, what are you doing? Shannon's worried. Shannon's worried. Shalos. Books. Books, books, books. Okay, raw umber we've done. We need our light yellow ochre. Let's go back into there. So I'm blending from the outside into the dark now. And don't forget we can put those greys in as well. So it will sort of merge. So there is some grey. So you can see where you put your grey. And that goes more towards that side. So just layering in. And as I said, with anything, take your time. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I love listening to music. Oh, knitting. Wow, makeup. Did you ever feel that you wanted to go into makeup, you know, for a career? That would have been cool. Okay. So let's get some of that grey that we had. So hold on. Where's that grey gone? So you know we had that warm grey. You can start to sort of merge one into the other. So you can bring in a little bit of that into that yellow. Especially at the tops. And we'll deepen it with a warm grey 5, I think. With all those details. So it would be, you know, from the greys to the sandstone to whatever you're using. So back to light yellow ochre. As long as you can see what I'm doing. And then if we come out, you'll see all those. We can add more as well. So I'll have to step back. Well, all I mean is just, you know, look away for a minute and come back and see what else I want to adjust on it. Again, back to warm grey 3. Oh, do you? Oh, no, I couldn't live without hobbies. Yeah, I love reading. So many, Lozzie. Yeah, I love a video game as well, but it's got to be a certain type. It's got to be one that really engrosses me. And I'm not into loads of them. Okay, let's go to that side. I like the Resident Evils. I like an adventure game with a story. I don't do all the Assassin's Creeds and stuff. See, that looks quite effective when you put the two together. Okay, let's come in with a darker grey. Oh dear Lord, where did I put that? I think that's that one, isn't it? Hold on. Warm grey V. Is it that? Yeah, there's that one. Okay, let's have a look at putting some details in with this one. Guess you're a photographer. A very great one at that. Okay, let's come into this colour, and what this is going to do is just define any of that detail. So it's quite a lot of detail into these areas, but these are quite detailed anyway, aren't they? So you know all these little circles, so on the lighter side of it, so you can still see all that red in there, just you can add a little bit of the darker grey, especially on the grey side that you've got this at. And it will just give some extra oomph into that work that he's already put in for you. And as I said, if you are later here and you missed my announcement, you can actually... Sorry, I pressed down too hard then. You can actually put your Fragile World into your wish list now and wait for the official date of release and stuff, because it's on Amazon UK. It should be on Amazon US as well. So just adding some nice details into there. She is a photographer. Oh, Shannon. There we go. I saw that cat. I love Ros Raya so mama. I think she's amazing. Okay, so automatically we've lifted that colour, and then with black, can you see? So we're going to have these mixture of sandstones, greys and reds, and it's just going to look so cool. Okay, and then we'll do that nice bright green tree. And then obviously into some of this black. And we'll come back to some of his fur as well as we work our way down. So some of this is going to be a bit deeper. You can keep building until you're happy. Like, that's what I seem to do. I just keep going in with little details. And yeah, I just like it. Okay, so just add, especially on the underneath here. Especially if you've got these deep shaded areas. Just apply them in now, why not, you know? Why not? Keep going in. And this bit. And again, sorry, I'm in the zone. I'm just trying to work out where I want my details to go. And then if you did want to deepen up any areas, where's that gone? There it is. You can put a little bit more of a red tone, which is what I'm going to do in just sections. Okay, and back to our light yellow ochre. Just blend that out a little bit. And a good thing with this is you can keep layering. If you want to deepen your colours, layer up again. Just keep adding detail, because why not? It just makes for a full effect into that stone. Ah, okay. Let's come upwards. So as we're going to sort of go into that grey, let's put some raw umber first off and fade ourselves up. I've got to find my colours. Is that raw umber? Yeah. So let's come, I need to just pan out a little bit. Okay, so I can have you in the screens. So we're going to come up a little bit and come from that grey, come from that brown and orange and yellow into the grey. So you can just do that by mixing the colours up as you come upwards. It's the same up here, just mix it up a little bit. Just all those nice beautiful tones. And then I'm going to grab another bit of my grey, so you can deepen this up a little bit now. And polys are just my favourites because I can just layer away. Thank you, hon. I have no idea where I'm going with it. It's just letting my imagination run free. See, I'm going to drop as well some like browny reds into this part. I'm just going to layer up a little bit. So we're coming up the steps. And just give it a good coating up those stairs. And then I want some Caput, I think. Caput Mortem. And I'm just going to apply some of this in here. So we've got to go deeper. And remember, the times that we bring in the darkest tones, then that's sort of towards the end of layering up. But you just want to add them coming up. Okay, let me have it. Whoopsie, let me have a look. You collect dolls. Oh yes, you were saying before about those. That's so cool. So do you have cabinets for them, or do you have them on shelves, boxed? And don't forget, everyone, I forgot to say, I've already put my streams up. Just very quickly, my screen's going to go different. You've got the Harry Potter weekend this weekend. It is hosted by our lovely Colouring with Vicky. So we have, in my description on my streams, you will see all the ladies' channels. So it will go straight on over there. So you have Reading with Pugs, you've got Emily Illustrator, Vicky, myself, Colour with Faithful Girl, Passionista Colorista, and Francis. We're all joining. You can find all the links in my description that are already set up. So I will be streaming on Saturday and Sunday. Would you believe? I'm actually doing a double whammy. And I will be lovely Vicky, bless her. She asked me to fill in on the Sunday, so I will be with you for 2 hours both Saturday and Sunday, and we will be doing Have You Seen This Wizard, which is the Sirius Black poster, and it shall be fun. So I am back. Sorry, I was just showing you that so you know. You can put your reminders on now. The streams are set up, so I'll be here both days. On Saturdays my usual time, and on Sunday I will be on an hour later than my usual time, so 5 p.m. UK time till 7. So lots to look forward to. Go check out the ladies because you got streams. Even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, it will be fun because Vicky has a quiz and a giveaway as well. Bear with me, everyone. 1 second. See if my cards are anything. Where's my stones? Are they in here? Is that them? I don't even know. No, I don't know where to put them. Fine. Okay, what's that? Let's have a look. 2 seconds, everyone. I'm just trying to find my other cards. I don't know where I put them. I must have put them aside and I can't find the rest of my Polychromo cards. They're here somewhere, but I just got to find them. Okay, I'll find them another day. I'll find them another day. Sorry about that. Oh, Angela, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Sorry, I was just wandered around then. Thank you for your super chat. That is so lovely. Bless your heart. Okay, so I was just looking for some more cards. I don't know where I've put them. Maybe they are in here and I can't see things that's right in front of me, it seems. Anyway, thank you so much, Angela. A big heart from me to you back. I love that little, you can get stickers. That's so sweet. Okay, let's go for some warm grey. And I'm going to start to deepen now. Can you see okay in your screens? Let me bring you down a little bit. Right, there we go. I just don't want to come too close because it pixelates a bit for you. So all those little steps in between, I'm just going to deepen up. And you've put a good undertone of colour, so it won't take out anything you've done. And some of them are very small, but you can always put all these mixtures of colours in, which is really good, and that's what I like. And as I said, if you are following along with this and you have got all your colours out, just keep going. keep going with it. You'll get there and you'll build up your own rocks and stones with the colours that you've pulled out already, or just keep them out and keep them aside in one of these little, you can get like little trays and stuff, just put them aside in there. Okay, and remember, if it's anything for me, do put it in big capital letters for me. Okay, also if you're interested, I will try and connect with a couple of the artists and see if we can do something as well. So I did originally start with this, but I don't think that I'll be doing them anymore because they're just done now. So I think that I'll have to find something else. So I'm going to try and connect up and see if we can have some event coming up this summer. We need something, and it will also be the launch of this is what I'm trying to do. It's going to be the launch of the quarterly colouring club that I want to do. So this summer, which will be next month, I will head towards doing something really fun that we can all colour together, a theme or a page. Oh, I'm out of shot. So that's what I'm going to be heading for in July. So next month we should have the launch of the quarterly colouring club, and I'll try and find a way and means of setting it up so that we can all enter, and there will be prizes, and I'm hoping to connect with an artist each month so that we can do something. It should be fun. So I hope you'll be interested in that. So it will happen every quarter. We'll have something big each event that we do, and I'm going to try and connect with some artists and see if they're up for doing it as well, whether discount codes or pages, whatever it might be. I'll try and do something like that. And one Saturday I will have a special guest, hopefully. That will be lovely, and I will let you know in due course if they are definitely going to go ahead and join me. And it's one of our lovely colourists as well that we all love, and that should be fun as well. So yeah, we'll do something fun. I'm looking forward to making a summer that will be full of bits that we can all get stuck into. Okay, let's put some raw umber in that as well. Does he look okay? We need to put a little bit more detail in him, I think, but we'll do that as and when we go along. Okay, so let's put some of this raw umber in. So it would just be slightly yellowed, little bits here and there, and then we'll get the other grey. So our warm grey 3 will be the last that will blend in. Let's just put a little bit here and there, especially on these little sections. No, it's delayed, Joey. They're hoping to do it next month, I think. Next month. Oh, and if you haven't already seen it, have a look at Colouring Heaven's got the new British Isles poster. I know those of you at the beginning would have heard me say about it. It's amazing. Have you seen it? So those of you, because not everyone was aware that it was out. So it's called the A1 colouring poster, and it's got all these animals. It's the British Isles, and it's A1 size, so it's humongous. And this is on the Colouring Heaven website. It's £15. I just love it so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't wait for it to come. So that will be in one of the hauls. That's why I'm waiting on a couple of things to come so I can do a haul video for you guys. Because I love a haul video. I watch them all. You ordered it. Oh, Cat. I don't know if I'm even going to put it anywhere. I just really want to colour it. I just love it so much. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, and I was like, what a genius idea. Where's my warm grey 3? Okay, so let's go now to blend in some of that in with the other grey. So this is the number 3, and just blend in what we've done. And then if we need to put in any reds or browns, we can. So it is a case of layering up and adding colours in here and there. And then we can come down to the section that we've already got. I might have to just take a 2-minute break, get another tea, stretch my back, because I'm not going anywhere yet. But Connie is on in an hour, so I might be on till 7 with you guys, which is just under an hour, but I definitely need to stretch. Okay, so let's put that in. So you can go over everything that you've done. It won't take away any of that shading that you've done. It just adds on top. And the good thing with poly is you can just layer. You can just layer up. Sorry, Lozzie, it's amazing. Maybe we can have that as a project. One little bit every few weeks. I can do one little bit here and there until I've built the poster up. Sounds like a plan. And because they're small, you can do them quite quickly. Okay, so see, as you come down into all those different colours, it'll be quite fun, won't it? So in this part, let's put in a little bit of the red. So let's go for some Indian red. Your hashtag challenge, of course you can, Danny. Go for it. Oh, I know, Nana, me too. They were just something I fell in love with. They were what I learned to colour with, if that makes sense. So I learned how to sort of colour with my other Faber-Castell set, but once I got my polys, it just taught me how to start to layer and shade and blend, and I just fell in love. Yes, share your hashtags, guys. Share your event. I don't mind at all. Go ahead. And Shannon, I know you got one as well. June bugs, is that right? Which I've got a picture actually picked out for in Hannah Carlson's book to do for yours. Okay, I'm liking the look. I need to deepen him. I'm not quite, just a little bit. I'm not entirely happy yet, but we'll, yeah, bit by bit. Okay, so I'm really liking that at the moment. Let's get another deeper colour. Let's go for another warm grey. Warm grey V1. I've got to find the thingy-majig for this. It's amazing. And as I said, if you weren't here in the beginning, you can pre-order a few things or put them in your wish list now. So there is the Mythographic Frozen Fantasies by Fabiana Attanasio, and that is out 12th of January. And then you also have sorry, I know it's those that you were here. You can put Fragile World by Kerby Rosanes. There's no date there yet, but put it in there so you don't forget it. And you can also put Wondermorphia by Kerby Rosanes, which is out on October 1st. And that is a combination of previous stuff. And one more whilst I'm here. You can put A Million Cute Animals by Lulu Mayo, and that's also going to be out on April 1st, 2021. So they're things you can stick in your baskets now and pre-order. So have fun is what I say. Have fun. Okay, let's have a look for that. There we go. We need a nice deep warm grey now. Danny, that sounds good. Go for it. Okay, that will challenge us to get out of our comfort zones. There we go. Let's put some deeper tone in here as well. So it's just looking at where I want my shadows to go. I definitely need a drink. Unless the tea fairy's around. He might be asleep. There. That's okay. Just, it's so handy to have someone remind you that these things are about. I know I love it. So pre-order stuff, I'm going to have a look and I'll put all the pre-orders together like I did last time, and we'll do it on one of our streams. So I'll do a quick pre-order section at the beginning so you know exactly what's out there and what's coming, and if there's any official dates of anything, I'll fish them out for you and find them so you've got them in your baskets or in your wish lists, anywhere that you need them to be. Okay, let's go underneath this ear. So we'll add it as like a 10-minute section before we start anything on one of our streams. Okay, I'm really liking how deep you can do this. So all this little bit here needs to actually be quite deep because it's shadowed by a tree. Okay, so I know stonework can be a little bit mundane. That's why I'm only going to do some sections with you. And as I said, if you are following this along, just keep going with the same colours. So you come to the faces, like down here, we're going to continue with this theme, and throughout just stonework we can do what we're doing on this part. Just mix your greys and your reds and your ochres and just build up, and that's the way to just kind of approach it. Mix it up but do the same colours. Leave those palettes that you've got around and stick them aside if you're going to come back to it, but don't lose the colours. Write them down and then just continuing your more or less doing the same stonework, you know. I know, I don't know where he is. Andrew! Oh, tea fairy! Hubby, not hubby! Your fiancé is so thirsty. My cup's here, by the way. He came. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Thank you.
I'll turn the chili off.
Is it bubbling? Stir it for me and turn it off for a bit. Yeah. Hi, Vicky. Okay, so let's come down to this bit for a second. Let's go for some more of that yellow, brown ochre, maybe sanguine. Let's go for some sanguine. Helly, how long are you gonna hold that train off for? It's come for you. You can't ignore it. It doesn't happen. Lozzie will just drag you on board. Oh, don't be sorry, please. Anyone, and I mean this, anyone that's come to stream, there's no sorry. You have a life. Please don't ever apologise. The streams are there if you want them, and if you're around, and if you're not, you know, it's fine. Don't ever apologise, honestly. Okay, let's go for some of the warm grey 3 again. And sorry about all the noise. We've got like the kettle going in the background. Okay, so let's just plant that in first before we start building up all these like funky colours in there. So all this section needs to be that warm grey 3. We'll start deepening it up as we go along, but we need to put a good amount of colour in there first. So we know that it was grey because we already mapped it out, and we know that this side of this stone's going to be grey, so we can make sure that that's obvious. And the same with this section. And you know, as you're coming over this part here, let's just make sure that whatever's against the fur needs to stand out, because the fur is going to be quite dominant. Make sure we apply that a little bit more, especially on this section here. What's against the fur needs to be darker, so just be quite generous with your number 3. Be generous all over. Are you okay on your screens, guys? Okay, like that. And now you can build your colours in. So let's go for some I still need to buy, I'm not sure if, as I said earlier, I don't know whether I want to buy the teacher's set or the full set. Yeah, I'm still in like mode on the Fabiana ones, because I've already got Harry, Hermione and Ron. So, and I really just like the teachers more than anything. But then it hasn't got Voldemort. Oh, I don't know. So, but I am using this cinematic gallery book this weekend, and it will be Sirius Black. Alright, let's put some sanguine into this stone here. Not sanguine, Indian red. And into this part here. Let's go for... Thank you. I'm just trying to think. Okay. And same with this. Now, all these little sections here, you see these tiny little like crevices. I'm going to put some of the Indian red like that. Okay. And then let's come to some darker grey. Warm grey 5. We'll go for that one. Warm grey 5. Where's that gone? There we go. And let's go for some deepening up inside these like lines here. So all these little parts that he's giving you some shade in. Okay. And this is a section that's going to be against the monkey fur, so you got to sort of make sure that it's separated off. Oh, yes, she's amazing. Go sub. And, you know, if you find channels, subscribe. Some people do live stream as well, so you can join theirs. And join in the live chats as well. And I get to properly chat and type as well. So Vicky does live stream. She's going to be doing the Harry Potter colour-a-thon this weekend, as I showed you just about 10-15 minutes ago. My tea fairy's disappeared. He disappeared and he hasn't even made it yet. He took my cup. Oh my god, I'm not marrying him now. He's letting the tea down. Letting the tea lady down. Oh, here he comes. Okay. So I'm just putting in some deepening up of that sand, stone and rock. Hello, Leah. That's okay, and that's another thing. You know, we always say it, and I say it all the time. Live streams are there. You can have them on in the background. I lurk in quite a lot because I'm doing stuff usually when they're on. And then there's times where I'm sitting down and I can properly chat. Live streams, they aren't something that you, you know, you have to be there for. But it's definitely a great thing to join in and chit chat. They are just there for you when you want them, if you need them in your life, and you know, if they're somewhere also that people really do get to know each other, which is so nice. Okay, so we're just putting in all that deep We need to go a bit deeper as well. Okay, so behind that we should have our, yep, light yellow ochre. Okay, so we just put some of that in. It's just very light, just kind of going over the same area but lightly. And same into there. So if you are doing this, play around with your colour. That's the fun part. Just play around with it. Just see where you want to go with some like yellows, some greys. And build up on your tones. Thank you. I was so thirsty. Thanks. Where's Chip? Oh my gosh, I'm gasping. Okay, we need the other warm grey. So again, I'm just going in. And add some more of this oil grey. Is it 6 V1? I don't know my Roman numerals. Surprise, surprise, eh? I know you're sitting there thinking, of course you don't. If you don't know how to say certain things, how on earth are you going to know Roman numerals?
You should have learned them through me watching Rocky 1 to 5.
I know 1 to
1 to 4.
Yeah, I know 1 to 5, but I go beyond that. I don't know it. It's like when they put the dates on the end of things in Roman numerals. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, so Rocky 5 is Rocky
V. I know that.
1 is Rocky 6.
So
Revenge.
V1 is 6.
V1 is 6.
So I was right.
V2 is 7 and V3 is 8.
So what goes beyond that though? What's 12?
X plus 2.
Yeah. Why did they even bother Roman numerals? Hi, Chip.
And plus for all the WrestleManias.
Oh my god.
WrestleMania 1 to 10 is 1.
I know 1 to 10. Hi, baby. I think. Hello. Chips on my legs.
So WrestleMania 25 is WrestleMania XXV.
So when they put like 2020 or 2020, sorry, how do you write that?
MM.
See, that's where it loses me.
That's 2000. And then 20 will be XX.
But I don't get why it goes to M.
What's the Romans?
Well, I can't. They died.
Well, they would explain it to you.
Well, they wouldn't, because we'd be different languages. See how our conversations go. I don't understand how I just don't understand them. Did you make yourself a hot drink? Blimey. He never has hot drinks, really. Only if I make him a coffee every now and then. Okay. So I'm nearly done, guys, on this part. I'm just trying to get if I come out a little bit. It's looking alright. It's going to have all the orangey bits and the grey bits and the red bits, and we might merge some other bits, and we've got to do this nice big tree and all that fur. It is a pickle. Oh my gosh, a Wally is a pickle. We'll have that conversation another day again, but it is a pickle. Let's have some raw umber. Okay, let's put that into here, and just so it blends in a little bit to the other part here. So just mix it up. So these stand out then, don't they? You can always put some black as well to help that stand out a little bit more. But it just sort of, it blends it all in. No, I know. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, why is M20? Hello, Sydney. I just don't understand it. And yeah, as silly as that might sound, I don't. There's certain like hieroglyphics lose me. Okay, let's go for some black. But they tell a story, don't they? They tell stories in hieroglyphics. Like, there's a reason for them. Roman numerals is just baffling. So when did the 1, 2, 3, 4s come out? If Roman numerals was before that, you know? There's just certain things in history I'm like, It stumps me. Okay. Enough about me being so confused. Let's put in some steps. Okay, right. Let's just put that as a darker colour just in general, like over, to make that stand out. And it's the same with here, just you can blend out slightly into the fur so that it separates the two. And then obviously when you're going to come down, it's going to be nice. And let's start a little bit on this part of the fur. I you know, some things just, they don't make any sense to me. I don't get it though. Why is M is 1,000, so MM is 2? Yeah, just no. I just lost me. Okay, let's go for some Bista. And let's bring that into some of this fur here. So we're going to have darker air. This is going to be quite dark on the initial bit underneath. And then I'm going to bring some of that into the fur coming down as well. So some areas is going to be darker, some areas is going to be lighter. This part is initially going to be quite dark. And we've got all the detailing and stuff to do. But for now, we've got quite a bit done. We know how our stonework's going. We know how our monkey's going. The background, well, we might acrylic paint that, because we'll do the same on both sides. Still though. It's like general knowledge quizzes. I'm okay at certain things, but like Roman numerals, it throws me. I have to sit there trying to work it out. And by the time I've worked it out, they're on question 4. Yes, me too. I love the 90s, so Tamagotchis were a big thing for me, and it made me smile because I love the 90s book, and I keep picking it up, and I want to do the one with the 90s bedroom, you know, with all the stuff. Okay, so we're going to deepen up some of that brown and just pick out. So if you're doing your fur, you can sort of blanket it if you want to. You don't have to do all these different colours in there, but the good thing is if you pick out all these different tones, you can put them throughout the fur and it makes it stand out even more. So that is what we're going to do. So just coming like upwards, you can pick out certain bits. Some areas we can take out that black line with a Posca, because we can put it as brown. Okay, this area here needs to just naturally be darker. So let's come over to our burnt umber first.
Yes?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Sorry about that.
I think it's weird how they just listen to you. Don't you, Andrew? You are kidding me, Vicky. Okay, burnt umber. Let's come onto this darker area here. And let's add in where we want deep. So just pick out, okay, pick out an area like this part that seems deeper, and exactly as well, and next to that pillar there, and just very lightly pull that colour down into that vista. I know. I just think it's weird how they're always listening to you. Like your phone is constantly sort of waiting for your call. It is just weird. It's weird. It's like, how much do they really listen to? It's a machine, you know. You can just sit here talking and it thinks it hears itself, and then it answers you and it's like, oh, stop. I did not call you. Okay. So that deep can also come into here. And this has just got to be layered up as well. On these parts. And as well, you can also just, if you want to fluff it out, which we can do after, and we'll do that on these edges when we take out the black. That's what these videos are for. I can do that without all that big trip to you. So you just, all you're doing when you're blending out is, remember, it's control of your pencil. So you're controlling the how hard to how light, and what colour goes on top of what. So you're layering up and it will blend automatically. So you're just sort of deciphering which parts that you want to do that with, and trust me, you will get it. It's just a matter of practice, and I'm still learning. I say that all the time. I'm still learning all the time, literally all the time that I colour a picture, I learn something, whether that be certain colours going together, or how much I dislike something or like something. I'll learn something from it. It doesn't matter what. Okay, so we've picked out some darks. Let's go for a lighter tone. I need something like a red. Where's my cap at Mortem? Hello, Emily. How are you? And I love your hubby's thing. Bless him. I saw this morning your hubby did a picture with you. That's so sweet. Where's my cap at? There it is. Okay, so I'm just going to put in a little bit of this. And again, I'm going to put some, this is just a tiny tint of this. So we'll build up. And that's what I love about these pencils. You build and build. Did I do? Yes, I did. I did them today. I did. Thank you so much, Emily and Amanda and everyone for coming. Yes, have a go. Have a go. Amanda, that's so nice. And I love your King Cobra as well. That just reminds me of Rambo every time I see that. If you've watched the Rambo where he goes to Burma, you'll know what I mean. What have you done to him, Andrew? I think Miss Connie is on shortly. She will, I'm sure she's on. She wasn't on last week, but I believe she might be today. Right, let's add some of that cap at Morton down. And let's put an undertone. So I'm going very lightly. Oh, sorry about that. That's all skew-iff. Okay, so let's add a tone of it coming down. Like that. And then go into some more of the brown ochre. So again, just join where you were, and this is undertone still because we can add a little bit more of a deeper brown. I always miss your streams. They're on when I am fast asleep in the land of Nod, so I always have to watch yours back. I think I got lost. I saw it on your community tab, but I've got to watch your stream back. And weirdly, I really want to do a Hannah Carlson one soon, so I picked out one for June bugs. I just got to get on with it. Okay, I really like that undertone colour. So if I come back and get some burnt sienna. Put some heat on it, Andrew. It's because you're a mama. You got your kids. I'm not a mum yet, so I'll probably have to rearrange everything when I do become one as well. It's just how it goes. Family first. This is secondary, so you have to fit it around what suits you. Okay. Let's add some burnt sienna into there as well. And we'll have to put some walnut brown in the deepest parts. Again, let's add a little bit of this burnt sienna coming down. Is it okay on your screens, guys? And Emily's got a new sticker. So if you haven't already seen, Emily has an Etsy store, and you can buy her vinyl stickers. I love them. I will be ordering my mandala one very shortly. I love your stickers. And your teapot. Are you shipping internationally again? Okay, let's add a little bit more in that side. And just merge it all together. He's alright, isn't he? He's looking okay. I'm just trying to pick out where I want tones. And that's the thing, just pick your tones out. And then, as I said, we'll make his tail fluffy and we'll take out those black lines and add fur, and we can do that down the sides as well. Right, what colour do I want now? I want the burnt ochre a minute, or the nougat. We'll go for nougat first, and let's go for that. It's a nice light brown, and I'm going to join that off those areas there. Fantastic. It's in my basket ready to go. I wasn't sure because of how the world's been, so great. Okay, let's add some of that down. So I'm just mixing between these browns and these reddy tones and ochre tones, and that's all you need to do really, is just mix between them, and we'll add little details in as we go. So now I need a dark brown, so we can go for Van Dyke brown. Where is Van Dyke brown? There it is. And you just literally build. I love polys for this. And then I'll stop at my stopping point. And as I said, if you are following this and you feel confident that you've done this much, keep going. I still nearly said it earlier. Hi, Match Attacks. I still nearly, and the girls will fill you in. I said hyphen, but it's not. It's Heimlich maneuver, and I said hypha maneuver. So it's fine. The words fail me every stream. Sammyisms are out. I've got the Sammyisms going on today. Okay, and then we just got building that middle a little bit more. So let's go back to our original colour of burnt brown ochre. And then we can end on that today. Well, we can add a little bit of black and then end. And then you've got Connie, I believe, I hope, who I will have on in the background whilst we serve dinner. Okay, let's add a little bit more into that. We've got that lovely tone. Right, let's go for our black. As I said, let's put some detail in and then we'll come back. Not next stream. Next stream will be the Harry Potter colour-a-thon, which I'll put right at the end again for you, just to remind you. And if you go to my already set up streams, then you can see all the girls who are joining are in my description. So if you're not already joined to them or you don't want to type in everyone's names, go to my setup streams for the weekend and go to the description. You'll find every channel that you need. Click on them, subscribe to them, click their bell for their notifications, then you'll know when they go live. Take care, Vicky. I'll speak to you later. So go click on their links and make sure you click their bell, because that's how you know when they go live. Especially on the weekend, they are live with the Harry Potter colour-a-thon. So you will hear your little bell go off on your phone 30 minutes before their stream, and that way you won't miss them. I've got chili con carne today. I have a chili con carne that is homemade by moi. I cook most of the time, don't I, Andrew? No, I don't really eat any takeaways or anything. I've never been a takeaway fan, and I prefer to cook. I just prefer the taste of home cooked food, and I cannot stand ready meals. I just can't do them. Okay, so I'm just going over the whole thing there. Okay, so you see how many layers this takes? It's crazy. And then sharp pencil. That's super sharp, Lozzie. I am, thank you, Sydney. Okay, sharp. Let's go for some from the outside. Let's just put a little bit of fluff. On the top of the head, just you can add a little bit of fluff. Just additional little lines. You can get we're going to do the white last, and that will be a white pencil last, not a Posca. So it will be a white pencil. Okay, so just fluff. And it's the same with all these little areas. Just fluff them up. Oh my god, you sent Chip into a frenzy, Andrew. Chip, calm down, mister. He goes stupidly excited when Andrew does certain things. It's crazy. He's only got a scratch, and that's it. He's off. There we go. Just a little bit of fluff. Chip, chill out, mister. You can extend, you don't have to stick to the lines. So I'm going to write all the colours in the description, what we've used. Just like that, just fluff it up. Just on the outside, just little fluffy bits. And keep going until you're happy with the fluff. Me personally, the fluffier the better. And then we'll keep doing this as we go down. Can you see what difference that makes? I just love a fluff. Gary, take care. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed your fish and chips. And your Wally. There you go. I love the fluff. We're going to do that over the towel as well. We didn't actually need to take out any of those black lines to make that effective. Chip. Okay. Right. That, my lovelies, is fluff. Okay, that is where I'm going to finish for today. So we are on the way to doing all the stonework and all the monkey. So we've done quite good. We are going to continue like building on the monkey. I think he can really pop. So 10 minutes, I think Connie is on, I believe, I hope. If she's not, then she's not. But she's due to be. Hi, KP. KP showed and enabled the Million Mermaids this morning. Oh, it's like, no, I didn't need it. But I'm really liking how he's turning out. So we'll extend on the colours as we go along and build up a good amount on there. But I'm really, really liking him. I think he's coming out okay. Oh, thank you for joining. I absolutely fabulously enjoyed myself. And I'll see you on Saturday. Thank you. And thank you so much, Angela, for the $5 super chat. That was so lovely. Oh dear. Oh, Shannon, you're done. Oh, you guys crack me up. All right, then. I will see you on Saturday. Don't forget, you got the Harry Potter colour-a-thon. I'll stick that on your screens as we go out. Take care, everyone. Take care.